Racing Engine Cup Series. Well, I think you only tell what track we're at today. It's at Lanta, 1.5 mile oval, down here in Atlanta, Georgia. Not really because of grading marks and city marks and stuff where you can't build stuff in them, but you know, still counts. Still Atlanta. I got a couple guys in here with me tonight. We got a Jade Bull, driver of the 53 car. How's it going?
Going.
We got I'm pretty sure we got Jared Reese in here, driver of the 39 car. How's it going, buddy? Oh, he went AFK. My bad. I completely forgot about that. Keith Ayers is in here. What's up, Keith?
What's up?
You got anything to say to the fans up watching at home?
Just hope they tune in for a good race.
We got Sam Stone here coming off a very interesting Daytona run for his team in the first race, going into the second here. I think we should just get started with interviews. Let's just start off with Sam. So as I said, you had a I'd say pretty good race. It was up and down at Daytona last week, team's first race. Well, you're coming into probably one of the, in my opinion, it doesn't seem like it would be tough, but it's one of the toughest tracks on the schedule and on this game in general. How do you feel about Atlanta?
I'll be honest, it's a tough track to handle. I'm gonna be Me and my team are gonna be trying to, take our time tonight, keep it clean, keep it careful. We don't want to cause too many cautions out there or anything like that. I'm just looking for a consistent performance tonight. It's a tough track to master, so our new team will be happy with just consistent and quality performance tonight.
And we all know it's one of those just up and down tracks every time, and there's just so many different complications. In your mind, what's the most challenging part of racing at Atlanta Motor Speedway?
I think Atlanta, you just have a surprising amount of speed. There's not too much time for you to kind of slow down and take your time going around those corners. I mean, you're still flat out going around, even at a mile and a half. It's really just like a small super speedway, so it's tough to, you don't get a breather really. You're always got somebody riding your tail and you're riding somebody else's, but it's a much smaller track than these 2.5 miles you're normally used to drafting with people at.
Yeah, that's some great insight. Thank you for that. Good luck tonight. We're in a little bit of a time concern right now because I'm a dummy. Anyways, we're gonna move on here. Keith Ayers, we just talked to you. You opened the booth last night. Can you transfer anything from the Busch race to this race to help you tonight at Atlanta?
Yeah, some things I picked up on, like where the best line is, throttle application, easy on the tires, try to conserve fuel if I can. I always try to pick up on tidbits here and there and everywhere. I just want to try to have a good race and go from there.
And bring up a good point right there with tires. It's something we don't talk about. We talk about it sometimes, and it's not really a big thing. But when it comes to Atlanta, tire wears, would you say, is the biggest thing to be concerned with?
Yes, especially considering the fact that this is one of the oldest surface, well, was one of the oldest surfaces on the circuit. So you just got to try to maintain your tires and don't push them and save them for the end.
Now, we know you got speed. You always do at tracks like Atlanta, those 1.5 miles and stuff. Did you get any good practice in, any good tires, anything like that to help yourself tonight or your alliance teams?
Yes, and any information I picked up on, I gave to my teammates and my affiliation as well.
Well, good luck to you tonight.
Thank you.
Moving on, Jade Bull.
Sir.
Once again, you were in the booth last night too, so I'm gonna start you with the same question I started with Keith. Is there anything that you can take and apply tonight?
It's, for me, Atlanta has always been a track where either I do really well or do really poorly. Things have never worked out here for me, so it's there's a little bit you can pull from the bush race, but the whole because the cars are just so different. Yeah, there's really nothing that I can take from it because I run Atlanta very different compared to other people.
Mhm. You know, one thing I know about you is there's a thing with you called the Tone One meme. Did you ever end up any of that course?
Listen, I have my own curse to this track. Okay, either I do really well throughout the race, dominate the race, and something stupid happens at the end, or I laps down. So there's no happy medium here.
I mean, that's a good way to put it, I guess. I mean, I think you're probably gonna be one of the favorites tonight. Does that put any pressure on you again?
I thrive under pressure, but I don't consider myself a favorite here. I consider myself a middle pack car. That's all there is to it. Before you move on to anybody else, Jarrett Reese had a funny story that I told him to wait to tell me until we were on there so everybody could enjoy it.
Yep. So, Jade and I always joke about, you know, if one day we ever get rich, we're gonna buy a house and it's gonna be the Fatal headquarters. Well, so we always send each other, like, really cool houses that we find back and forth on Facebook or Instagram or wherever we find them, and, I realized this entire time I've been sending them to, a Jade_P Burr instead of from, Jade_P Burr from Hong Kong or Korea or somewhere over there, rather than sending them to Jade Burr from northern Pittsburgh. So, I understand now why Jade hasn't been getting them. But, you know, Jade_P Burr, wherever he lives, he's been seeing some pretty thick houses online.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Turns out, more than just me. He follows more than just me on Instagram. He follows, I think Keith and I know Taylor. Taylor and I were just laughing about it earlier.
Do you want to know? Do you want to know a really funny story?
Sure.
My Instagram actually got hacked this weekend.
So I might have been sending them to the right person. Just
You might have been sending them to the right person.
some guy from Korea or wherever hacked your Instagram.
Yes. I haven't had access to Instagram in like 4 months.
Okay, so then I might have been sending them to the right person then.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
My aunt noticed it this weekend, and she's like, "Yeah, that's not it's not you." And I'm like, "No, that's not me."
Yeah.
Oh
okay, well, then there
my.
you go. I might have actually been sending them to you, and just he has your Instagram account.
Anyways, you guys got qualifying to get to. Oh. Jody, do you have anything to say about Atlanta? I don't really get to talk to you, so you know.
It's a fun race with a lot of tire wear, and I think it definitely benefits the more experienced drivers here. It's definitely a driver's track, and I think, you know, I don't want to say the better drivers will be up towards the front, but, you know, I think the more experienced people, the people that have been on this game the longest, will definitely see them up towards the front a little bit more.
That's a good way to put it. I'm gonna let you guys all get your guys' oh, we got Boz, and I didn't even realize we got Boz. Boz, how's it going?
Pretty good. How's it going with you?
Oh, it's going good. I see you with that new team in that number 2 car.
Yeah. It didn't go very well last week.
Well, how do you feel about Atlanta? You think it's gonna go better?
I can only hope. It can only go up from here.
I mean, I guess you're where I'm at. So
Yeah.
the only way it can go is up. If it gets worse, then actually, it's already gotten worse for me. So I don't know. That doesn't make sense.
I don't know. I'm looking forward to a long distance race.
Go
Some
get a
strategy. I don't know about a poll. I see myself as like a top 15.
Pulling the draft would be good.
We'll see. I mean, it's a long race. Anything can happen. I just hope that I'm there at the end, trying to make something happen. I haven't been there in the past, and I really, 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 really need my first win. So we'll see what I can do.
Well, best of luck to you.
Thank you.
We got the sponsor on here too. What's up, Steve?
I'm here.
I know. I said, what's up?
Oh,
How's it going?
doing good. Good.
That's good. That's good. You ready to watch this race?
I'll probably watch it on my phone so that Alex doesn't lag out.
Yeah, that's smart. Can't be messing up the son-in-law. Even though sometimes you really just want to mess them up with a stick or something, but
I can stay on.
no, I mean I understand. I was just asking if you were ready to watch a good race.
Oh yeah, always.
As you know, Atlanta, like Jade said, Atlanta for him it goes the same way for the just races in general. It can be a really bad race or a really good race, and even really bad races at Atlanta end up being really good because with the tire wear situation and just fuel situation. Well, fuel not really as much, but tire wear situation is it's something else. A lot of right front, lot of right front tires blown. Happened in the Bush
Yeah.
race, so we'll see what happens. This track is very hard on your tires, and then even if you go to the top side, that's how they quote unquote say conserve tires is you roll the car and you go up high for the straighter exit, and that doesn't even help. Then you're just killing the right wheel off corner exits. So it's gonna be interesting to see how these guys end up conserving the shit. It's gonna be 162 laps. That's a hefty little race right there. No, that's not what I want.
Sending invites out right now. I'll let you guys know when you guys can join through it. Steve.
Okay. Once we get up in there, I'm gonna go. I should probably go do it. I'm gonna go run down and grab the phone charger so my phone doesn't die, because I kind of needed to look at and listen to Discord.
Well, I guess. I'll talk to you fellers after the race.
We got the good to go on joining, Steve?
Steve actually backed out stranded, so it's just gonna be you. We're at 15 seconds before.
Oh no, I knew he was gonna do that. I just didn't know. You're good.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Okay.
I kind of want to take off my hoodie, but I don't want to at the same time.
Kind of want to do what?
Take off my hoodie because it's gonna be hot.
Yeah, I would.
Dude, it's negative here. It's negative.
Let me know when I'm ready.
Go ahead and
Mini blue screen. 14 drivers that are at least qualifying.
It's gonna be negative 10 wind chill tomorrow at the bus stop. Sorry, we're talking about the weather in the chat.
No, you're good. It's not gonna be too cold here. Actually, no, it's only gonna be like 10. I don't know. It's like 5 regular. I don't know what the wind chill is gonna be.
Yeah. We're starting qualifying.
Loading in, because this game has long loading screens sometimes. And they're only in turn 1. You can already see right now they're getting organized on the bottom. Just trying to get one good lap. Should be about 6, 7, 8 laps I think for the cup guys in qualifying, something in that range. Jolly out to an early in this qualifying race. And that 39 call already 3 wide and just qualifying. I'm gonna get that sorted out real quick. 2's gonna back out of it. Oh, that could be a 12. They have like the same paint scheme half the time. No, that's the 2. .42 through the grass on the front straight. 19 off the apron into the 53. 42 is just drying the apron in the back. 3 wide for second. Keith Ayo's in the middle. And he's going to get that slowed down and get down right in between the two. Jade's still stuck up high in that high line. If he wants to get a good lap before these tires go, he's going to have to get down to the bottom quick. Jody is pulling on the leader. Well, he is the leader, but he's pulling the field actually a little bit right now. And there they go. Now they're organized. You got Jody out front. Well, there goes the 20 getting left out because he missed the bottom. That's one thing you cannot do at Lanta. You cannot cost yourself spots. I mean, I know it's only qualifying, but it's really for the race. You just can't cost yourself spots. You have to hit the marks each lap, or you're going to be going backwards. Unless you get a teammate to fall in line with or something like that who's letting you in, but that doesn't happen a lot here. This is a high-speed 1.5 mile track with some big runs. Racing for that lead up front. You got Keith Ayers taking that over. 9 calling the wall 3 wide behind the 20 for a split second. They got that sorted out real quick. Once again, gotta like seeing that. They're all just trying to get good laps. So if they are getting those situations, they try to get out of them as quick as they can. Now during the race, we probably won't see that, but that's when we get the good racing with the 3 and 4 wide. So we see where these guys are the best of the best. .37 calling pit lane. probably maybe spun down there. It's not gonna be conformed. Here comes. Here we go. This is what that backpack needs, but they just cannot get organized behind that 53, or else they could get some really good runs onto the back of the Toulouse and get a really good lap. There they go. They got organized a little bit better that time. We'll see if they're in enough space for draft. Hello, Game Nut. Welcome to the booth.
Hello.
Hi.
Just popping in, seeing how Atlanta's going.
They're in qualifying. So they're basically just single file. There's a couple double file spots on the track right now, but besides for like one or two cars, the single file just trying to get some good laps in. And then there's Keith and Jody just going at it for the lead right now.
Oh yeah, I see him. Yeah, they're going side by side.
Back and forth. One goes up in one goes down in three. Or one goes
Very
up
nice.
in three. The opposite.
Yeah, now they're flipping.
Not crossovers, but in a way, the long distance crossovers.
Yeah. Now
Just like-
Jade's starting to pull up.
That's what they needed. They got organized. That backpack wasn't organized. Now that they're organized.
Yeah.
Actually, that's staying in qualifying. That's why he pulled up.
Oh.
But they will pull up once they get a little bit more organized. So.
Yeah.
Bye bye. Bush driver right there. Got the '66 Hobart Motorsports car.
Is Game Nut staying here for the race?
He already left.
Oh, I saw him leave, that's why. Sam, these get set up.
Let's see who got the pole for Atlanta. Mr. NASCAR Keith Ayers with a 29.4. 4th to 11th. Only 0.3. So it's 3/10. Yeah, Cheesehead P4. Secure the Poke P2. Jody P5. Dash for Cash P3. And that's your top 5. Even to 14th at 29.8, not even half a second difference in pace. That's what you like to see right there. And as we wait for them to be, as we wait for Jay to tell me we're good to go. Well, there it is. We are already ready for the race. I got an invite from literally everybody in the lobby. That's a force. Nice little fannytech.com. Good wheels, just a lot of very pricey stuff. And as we drink our Dairyman's iced tea before we get this ready. Not sponsored, would love it. Dairyman's, hit me up. And here we go. Geico restart zone and green. Keith Ayers, dash or cash. And secure the pokes, leading them to green. Keith right away after an early lead. There's some teammate work between the 18 and 19. There's D for C cars. 19 gets in line in P2. Let's get to our favorite camera so we can see throughout this whole field right now. 19, one left it open just enough. 19 got his nose in and got the one up the track a little bit. Let's see if the one can hang on the outside by himself. There goes the 39 getting a nose under the 18. Here comes Jody, 3 wide for P2 as Secure the Poke takes the lead. Keith is going to have to back out of it. He's going to go from 4th to 5th on lap 1. 39 gets going to get up on the apron there and get loose. 18 with a nice run center off there. And they're checking in the back. That's 42, I believe. And another one. Let's see. The 42 and the 47. Matty got into the wall and it just checked the 42 up with him. And that actually is going to split the back of the pack a little bit. Back to the front now. Jody's going to drop out of this front pack. Now you have D for C on the top with the 18 and 20 as well as the 19 lead in this field. Keith Ayers in P2. Does he try to get back under the 19 right away? Or is he just going to relax and try to save those tires by just coasting that car around these corners? We'll see how patient he can be to not wear those tires, because that's going to be the biggest concern for these guys right now. Keith Ayers looking for the move. It's not there. He's going to drop back in line. He's going to try to get to the outside of the 19. But if he doesn't get back down, he might be up there for a while. And he's actually going to be able to get down in front of the 9 car. Yes, he will. That's Cheesehead in the 9. Up to P3 after starting P4. So that's a +1 for him. Here's somebody. Here's a big mover. Jade Bull in the 53 car from 11th to 2nd. What a run for this guy. He's got some speed in that car right now. As they're 3 wide behind him for P3. 18 car's going to tap the wall a bit. That's going to slow his momentum. He's going to have to drop down behind the 39 car of Jared Reese. 1 car all over the back of the 9. They're going up to the outside wall. They're both going to keep it out of the wall. Here comes the 51 car. A-Not 20. Rookie to the Cup Series. Fatal driver in P3. 20's going to get nose under him and get him up the track a little bit. So the 20 now is going to come back to P3 with the 12 behind him. That's going to be Jared Reese right behind them on that bottom lane. 51's going to get pushed 3 wide and they'll bump it in the back a little bit. They're all going to keep it straight though and keep their speed. That's the... Who is that that's making that move? The 18 car of Dash for Cash Racing. What a move. He just hooks that yellow all the way around Tones 1 and 2 down the back. Not going to pick up any spots for him, but to be able to have that much car control on that yellow line, that's very impressive for this track. It's very hard to do that. Back to the front now. You got Jade Bull looking all over the back of that 19 car. He's going to try to bounce it up top. Now he's just going to hang in the 19 car's draft. Here comes the 20. Big drive into 3 and 4. And he's going to drift up just a little bit. That might be giving up the bottom for him. Nope, the 12's going to let him back in line. '53, big run to the bottom. He's going to get into the back of the 19's back bumper. Here comes the 53 now, going for the lead. Jared Reese, we've seen him drop back a little bit. Now he's up there 3 wide for 3rd place. He's going to back out of that. 51 behind him. 51 is going to let him in. That's that Alliance walking. Not, yeah, I'm pretty sure. 20, not really trying to push the 53 because I think he wants his teammate got the lead, but he's hanging in his draft. That even just being in his draft is going to push him up just a little bit much and give him a little bit more speed. Now the 53 is going to clear for the lead. Jade Bull, your leader. Can he control both lines now and get enough drive in to keep the lead? No, he cannot. The 20 is going to hook that yellow and get around him, trying to get up in front of him. Not going to be able to. 53, nice little pinch move, but it's not going to work because the 20 is going to get out of there with the lead with his teammate of Dash for Cash all over him. 39, big loose and no wrecking in the back. That's a 51 to the outside wall. 9 car spins. He spins back up the track for him, the 42 and that's the 21.
Caution's out, caution's out.
And that's the caution. I mean, I would hope so. That was about 5 calls right there. You got the 12 in that. The 21 spun off the apron back into the field. 37, big damage to that 37 call. 19's got a little bit of nose damage up on his front end. 47 with some big damage to his front end. 9 looking pretty clean, just a couple scrapes on the grill. The guy got out of that Wolves was a 51 call, massive damage on that call. Hit that outside wall very hard and then came down and got smoked in the passenger door like it was a demolition derby. Just nowhere to go at this track if you wreck. It's like they said during that previous show. This is a mini super speedway basically. If there's a wreck going into a corner, there's not a lot of room to get clear of that wreck in the corner. Your leader, S3-R2 with his teammate Dash for catching the outside. Do we see some teamwork here to get the 18 down? No, we do not. The 20 is just going to launch off. 53 behind him. Can the 53 close that gap? Yes, he can. 18 is going to be stuck on the outside. 19 dropped in line behind the 53. Does he let his team motor in? And annual pass series champion, actually. And yes, he does. He's trying to, but the 18 is just not coming down. He really wants to work that outside lane and that middle lane. Three double file all the way back from third on back. You got the 19-18 side by side for third. Behind that, you got the 1 and the 2. Then you got the 12 and the 39, the 21 and the 37. 12 way up high and into the outside wall, just a little bit and big into it that time. That's going to check up somebody. 42 to the apron down the back. He's going to get back in line for turn 3 and 4. Jade Bull, he was way high in 2, and he controlled and hung, well, not controlled, but he hung on to that P2. Now he has to fight off the 2 D for C calls right behind him. The 19 secure the poke. The 18 dash for cash. Poke's gonna run the corner just a little bit too deep and push up. It's gonna hold him a lot because here comes a big run down the back for the 53. 53 is trying to get down in there, and he almost did, but he didn't fully get it. 19 under the 53. 18 is going to make contact with the 1. That puts the 1 in the grass a little bit. 1's going to hang on to it. He's going to lose a couple spots, though. And he's going to be dropping in behind the 37 call. Now you have D for C 1, 2. Fatal, 3. Jody in the 39 trying to get up to P4 with the 2 call still pushing him. He's been all over him this whole run. But they're making moves and they're getting past people. Here comes a big run from the 19 car to secure the push. Does he try to fight his teammate for this lead? And yes, he will. He's going to try to go up high. 18 car still committed to that middle line. Now, this could be a tire conservation thing for him, but he's been committed this whole race to the outside line. You gotta respect the grind up there to try to get that thing to work and make a way and find a way for it to work if need be at the end of this race. 39 now underneath the 53 for third. Here comes the 19, another big run to the back of his teammate. He's going to go high again. He's going to try to get to his outside here and just pull him just a little bit in the corner. But he's not going to be able to. 19's going to have to drop back in line and just set that run up all over again. 39's going to clear for P3. 21's going to skim the outside wall back in the pack. Speaking of the back of the pack, let's move on. Let's take a look from the 51 car of S3-R2. He's sitting back here on about P12. And let's watch the battling up front as the 21's trying to get by him now. And he's leaving that bottom open. Here goes the 21. He's not going to get in there. He's going to let the 51 back in line. 21's going to bounce off the apron right behind the 51. He's going to go into the outside wall, it sounded like. And yeah, he got into that wall. 12 car is going to be passing him now. Back to looking up front. 19 went high again, but this time the 39's got his bumper right up in there. He's not going to be able to get on. 37 into the wall. 51 through the grass. And the 12 is going to pass all 3 cars in one corner. That's going to be the 51, 21, and 37 he passed. He's trying to fight back from some early mistakes. Jade Bull into the outside wall out of turn 2. Here comes Dash for Cash now. Going to the bottom. Let's see what kind of speed he has on the bottom now. He's going to clear full P6. as the 53 is going to get back under him, though. And now he's going to be behind his teammate of the 1 car, Keith Ayers, the pole sitter for this race. 9 car Cheesehead right behind the 53. 9 car has so much more drive in it, feels like. He got straight up all up over the back bump of the 53 car right there. Going to lift off to not hit him. And now he's going to try to set up another one right here just to keep control of that bottom line so he can get that spot. Another big drive from him is going to get off the apron just a little bit, and that's going to slow down his lap. Now up front, 39, still trying to get past the 19, as the 19 is still trying to get past the 20. He's trying to get that outside to go in the corners, and it's just not working right now. You know, a guy who said that he would get a top, he found himself as a top 15 car, you know, back on the pack. Right now, Boz, Alex, running in the P4 spot as he's going to get 3 wide, and I just jinxed it as he's almost 4 wide. They're all going to back out of it, though. He's going to hang on for now. At least for that corner, he will. In that lap. Now he's still battling. He's going to get to the outside. They're all in the middle line. Besides for that 53 car, everybody behind him was in the middle. So it looks like we got some tire conservation coming in 1 and 2 at least. 3 and 4, they're getting down a lot low actually. Getting down to yellow. And 3 and 4, that could be car setup. That could also just be tire wear. Big run from the 53 car. Jade Borna all over the back of the 39 pushing. 2 cars not going to force the issue. He's going to try to get the 53 back in line. Dash for cash race and lined up on the outside lane. Get the 20, the 19, and the 18. They're 1, 3, and 5 right now. As the leaders are catching a lap car, this is going to play a big factor as a lap car. He's going to get down to pit lane. That's the 37 car of Samstow. Hasn't been the race he's won so far on stage 1, but there's still 2 more stages to fix that and bring this race back to where you want it to be. 2 car, big bobble in the middle of the track. He's going to get up, scrape the outside wall just a tiny bit. 20 car, still leading, still has control of this field. Here comes the 39, trying to get to the back of him. 53 behind him, and the 1 car, Keith Ayers, one of those fatal cars. And fatal alliances in every other series, basically. He's coming up. He's gonna bounce it off the yellow line, though. I almost called it a cushion. This is not dirt track racing. This is a Lanta, even though it seems like it sometimes. Keith Ayers gonna have to drop back, though. It gives the 19 the position on the bottom if he wants it, but he's not gonna take it. Big run from the 39, Jared Reese. He's gonna take control of this race lead. Now here comes the 53 going for P2. 19 finally is gonna get in line right in front of the 1. Big move by him to get down there. Very sketchy one too if he wasn't clear, but he was. Some way, somehow he got just enough of a run. He's going to get by the 20 now. Now he's in P3. 39 is your leader. 53 second. 2 cars are going to drop down to the bottom. 39 lifting Oli, trying to get that run off the corner exit here. But I just don't think there's enough up there on Oli on in this run without having too many adjustments in. And oh my, he did something I didn't think he could do. Big run from the 39 car. Oh, 53 wiggle wobble in turn 1. That's going to check up the field. 9 car bounces it off the yellow line. He's going to get to the side of the 20, put the 20 in the wall. And the 20 is going to drop all the way back to the back of this for 9 car pack. 10th place in this pack is the 12 car. He's slowly gaining in on it. And here come pit stops. In the 9 just checked up way too early. And that's a big wreck on the front stretch. And that's going to be a caution. Caution is out. And that's a lot to race it for you. You know, 1 car's trying to pit. 9 car was just in, but, you know, middle, I like to call it bottom high, middle type stuff, you know. Just way too high, trying to get slowed down. I don't know if he was trying to avoid the 53 and get up, or if he was pitting as well, and he just got run over entering the pits. Just nowhere to go. So we will see how this race ends up going now. Because that's going to put a damper on a lot of these guys' strategies, as you've seen right there. They were trying to short pit.
Hashtag Atlantic curse.
Yeah, Jay talked about it. There's the Atlantic coast. he came out of there with the worst. He's gonna be all the way back there in P11 after that, when he probably could have been coming out of that with the lead if that would have went green through that run, or at least through that cycle. But now he has some work to do. I mean, we already seen him do it 11th to 1st early in this stage. Can he do it again at the end of this stage now? Here comes Keith Ayo's big run to the bottom. 20 call pushing all over him. 20 call going to the top, trying to help his teammate. D4C once again. 20, 19, 18. Semi-lined up. They're trying to get that 18 cleared to go to the middle instead of being way high, and they're going to do it. So let's see if they can work together with that back pack can get to them. Keith Ayo is leading this field around this track. 19 is going to get a little pushy in tone 1 and 2. Gets up to the high side. 21 scraping the wall in tones 1 and 2. 2 call, big move to the bottom now. He's going to let it to 12 call, and that's his teammate. Oh, he's going to bounce it off the apron. And doesn't get into anybody, and he's going to stay right where he was that whole time. Jared Reese is back there as well in some traffic. Here comes the 20 now, trying to get to this lead. He's all up over that back bump over the one, trying to just push him and make him do it. Push him, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Just trying to get him to make a mistake. Not really pushing him, but just being so close that it could possibly scare the one to want to get in there deeper, to want to get in there a lot shallower so he doesn't make a mistake, and then he's just going to make one anyways because he's too worried about getting ran over. So this is a great job just trying to walk the mind of the one right now until he can build up a good enough run. Or get his teammates in there because he's got the 18 and the 19 right behind him. And they're big battling in the back. 21 to the apron. He's going to go way up all the way to the high side. As they're finally starting to get stuff sorted out back there in the pack. You got the 39 leading that backpack with the 9 behind him. Those are teammates. Here comes Jade Bull now. Already making up spots. Big into the wall for the 2 call. Just bounced it off the apron and just it shot him straight to the outside wall. Tough break for the 2 call of Bars. But back to the front we go. And actually as we're moving to the front, we have a big battle going on right now for about P6, 7, about P8. But that's going to get organized real quick. They were almost 3 wide there for a second in the middle, 3 and 4. Here they go. There goes the 47, I believe that was. The 51, I know. And the 42. Get him by the 53 call. Why was I about to say something about how Jay was making up all those spots super early? Well, one mistake in one corner can just cost you it all. And he just cannot get to the bottom. There's just not enough room. And he didn't. It's too early to be making crazy blocks like that to get to the bottom. It's a smart racing decision on his part. Now Keith Ayers got pushed out of the groove, just pressure. He didn't get touched at all, but, you know, the pressure just pushed him out of the groove because he got flustered, it seems. 20 car's going to take control of this league. Now your leader of the 20 car. Well, in the 20 car. With his teammate and team owner in the defending series champion, Dasher Cash, right behind him. Here they come down the back. 18's going middle again. We see him doing it all over this stage. Maybe he figured out something about running up there. One car just cannot get under him, though. So if the 18 wants to get down, and he will. As we now have some pretty distinct packs in this race. You got the top 4 that just split away. About a quarter of the straightaway away. Then you got a nice little 3-car pack behind that with the 9 and the 49, and I believe that's the 47 mixed in there. And then everybody else behind that's pretty evenly distanced. 9 car to the bottom, 47 to the top. As they get that sorted out, the 47 is going to lead that pack with the 9 and then the 39 following. One car, Keith Ayers, only guy in this front pack hooking the bottom, and he's losing spots doing it. He needs to just tap up and run this middle line that the two leaders are running, because he's about to lose third place too to the 12, and there he goes, just going to bounce it off the cushion. No, he's making a pit stop. That could also be a smell if he were trying to play strategy games. We will see what ends up happening now. Does it pressure the 20, the 18, and the 12 to come in and pit? One thing to watch at Atlanta too is this pit road. It's not a fun one to get on. You get very loose from apron to, well, from track to apron, and it gets very. You got a lot of speed going through 3 and 4, especially if you're in some draft, trying to get down to 45, which is what I believe it is. So it's gonna be an interesting one to see how these guys attack pit lane. There's so many different ways to attack it. So do they attack it, or are they aggressive? Well, aggressive and attack is the same thing. Or are they safe? Are they, just try to take it gently and just don't care about the lost 10th or 2? Top 3 just pulling away even more from that back pack of 3. Now they got half a straightaway. But now the front 3 is getting a little bit on Odin as the 18 pushes way high, 20 into the outside wall. Not gonna. He had a big enough gap, but he's not gonna really lose anything because the run would have been the big run right there from the 12 now. 12 car somebody I haven't talked about a lot this race. Driving that 12 car's Bolger, he won a couple races last year. Some lag right there from the 18. Maybe that's what happened. The 18 just got out of the way because there was that little bit of lag on his end. All cleared up now, but it is very smart to get out of the way if that's happening. 12 to the bottom. He can just hook that yellow line so well compared to everyone else. And there goes the 20. He's just running the middle, trying to conserve a little bit more tire. 12 hooking the yellow. 18 dropping from this pack. Dropping big from this pack. He's got to be out of the draft by now. If I'm him, and if they have to make a pit stop, I'm show pitting this now. And nope, he's gonna stay out. As there is a call on pit lane now, I don't know if he retired. It's a 37 at Sam still. Let's see what goes on with him. Does he come out of the pits? Here comes the 37 exiting the pit lane. There's the 53 of Jade Bolt. Right behind the 37 is his teammate entering the pit lane. Here comes the 20. 12 car staying out. 20 got in there very safe, which that's probably one of the best ways to. I believe the 53 signaling his pit stop there with that little move down. So let's see how Matty coming off the pit lane. Jade's gonna stay out. Seems like he was breaking the draft. Naked Dude, the 21 car on pit lane. Here's Sam. Here's Keith Ayers. Just in front of the 9 car. That was that backpack. So he might not even cycle this out as the leader at the end of the day. Here's the 18 car on pit lane. 20 car exit, and he's mowing the lawn for the track crew on exit. Here comes the one big run, and he's gonna get past him very easily. Here comes Bogan out. This was your race leader at the time. We will see where he ends up cycling. Here comes the 1 car, Keith Ayers. He would be your current leader, as he just unlapped himself. And actually, let's look back like this. I mean, this. Yeah, we can look like this. You can tell cars when they cross that little. There goes the 53. Quick stop for the 12. Maybe just right sides on that car. As he might. Here comes the 1 car now. We'll see what happens. There he's at the start finish line. 12 cars on the apron. 12 car exiting on the back. Got to stay on that apron all the way around, which she does perfectly. Great job by Bogey right there. And now Bogey controlling this lead. Keith Ayers in second. 20 and 18 right there, 3 and 4. Now the thing is, how many times did the 12 car take? It seemed like a quick little 2-second pit stop with full of fuel. So if he did that, and the 1 car, he definitely had to take all 4. Can the 1's tires hang on 1? And 2, does 4 old tires beat 2 fresh tires? 2 car out of fuel in the front stretch. Looks like he missed pit lane.
39, 9, 42, 53, 19.
Well, I wasn't even watching the race for the stage one. That's great. 39 car is going to win the stage. 9 car in second. 53 got up in there in the top 5. Good on him. That was a lot of varying strategies. And that's what you can expect at Atlanta. There's about 100 different strategies you could really play off at the end of the day. How was the racing in stage 1, Jade?
Honestly, it was pretty good. It was pretty there. A lot of drivers had the same strategy and worked out for the top 6.
Mm-hmm. Best of 2 in stage 2. Leading these field to green in stage 2, the 39 car, Jared Reese. You got the 9 car, his teammate. Then you have the 30 or the 42 and the 53 teammates. Then the 1, part of that fatal cap. 3 of them right there. 3, 4, 5. .39 is going to control this field. Coming through, I believe that, yeah, it's 3 and 4. Ooh, big into the wall in the back. I don't know. I think that was the, looks like the 37. Yeah, 37. Too many blue hoods. 42 now. He's trying to clear. .42 now, trying to make a move on one of his teammates here. Trying to get her to Keith Ayers. 39 is going to clear to the bottom. 42, big check and pushed up. Now 39 trying to pull that Alliance teammate. Even though they both, I mean, he can really do whatever he wants right now. But just for the better entry, he goes high to try to help the 1 car. Which I don't think he tried to help him, but, you know, it just helped him, so we'll count it. 1 car now dropping. 12 big run underneath the 42 as the 42 missed the bottom. 12's going to hit the apron, and he's going to miss it. As now here comes the 20. 12 big loose right behind the 53. He's going to save it, though. At the back of this pack, you have the last fatal call, the other rookie, A-Nat 20. Not the, well, the other fatal rookie. Not the other rookie, because there's another one in the field. But the other rookie in the fatal camp. 2 of them this year. To go along with Jade Bow and Keith Ayers. Into the wall, a hard 42 car. That's Scorpius for life. Drove the 22 car in the Busch Series last year for Stranded Motorsports. Had a decent season, 2 wins. Did a lot better than some people. Glad to see that he's getting his opportunity now up in the Cup Series. As they're passing for the lead. You got the 20 now leading. 19 making a big move on his teammate. Here comes the 53 car. These two are teammates, but this sure as hell are not racing like it. 19 now trying to clear on the bottom of the 20. 19's gonna pit it off the apron just a little bit. You could just hear the engine. Just, you know, him being off throttle there. Now if the 20 could get a little bit more drive in, if the 19 makes a mistake, he could very easily pass him coming off of 2. Some bumper tag between the 18 to the back bumper of the 12. And there goes the run. One car off the apron a little bit. There's another car left, and it's the 19 again. He's not hitting it as much as some of these other people are, but you can definitely tell that he's just tapping it, at least a little bit. Now 19 controlling the field with the 9 behind him, the 1 behind him. One and 9 side by side for P2. Ooh, 9 try to get down in front of the 20. It's not gonna happen. He's gonna go all the way up and all the way to the back of this pack. '20 car, big move to the bottom. Can he clear? He's pushing. 53 now trying to make it 3 wide. Just not enough of a run. At least down the back. Can he get in there in 3 and 4? He will. Just a small bit of contact to the 20. He's going to wreck the 20. Not the wreck the 20, but tap the 20 into the 19. And they're going crazy in the back as the 19 came back down off the wall and collected his own teammate. And now the 12 were through the grass. A lot of cars all over the place right there, but that shouldn't be a caution. As they are still controlling this race, Jade Bull out there now leading this race. These guys have some great car control. That's why they're the best of the best. '53 controlling the field. Big loose from the 9 car. Saves it some way, somehow. But he lost all of his momentum. He can hang on to this draft, though. He's just got to get right in behind that 51. That's what he does. '19 and 20 now, still racing like they're not teammates. 19 made the big move to the bottom now. Well, 20 did. 19's going to hang on in the 53 cars draft. 53 is really kind of controlling both lanes by running right there, because the 20 can't get all the way under him unless he hits the apron. And the 19 is too slow to go much higher. Too slow on the outside to go much higher than he is. 19 now dropping down. Once again, just going to barely tap that apron and just have to lift, but he gets such a good runoff by hitting it like that. Runoff. Yeah, makes sense. Now the 19 trying to push all over the back of this 53 car. Does he go up high again? Yes, he will. 53 just getting control of that bottom. That's where he wants to be. That's where he's going to stay. 19's going to have to do everything he can to possibly get by this 53. He's just hooked on that bottom right now. Now the 39 is going to get just a little bit loose, but he's going to hang on right there in P4. Only going to lose 1 spot. And that's going to be to the 1 car of Keith Ayers, your pole sitter. Then behind that, here comes the 20, making his full schedule pit stop. 19, big move to the top. Once again, I think what he's trying to do is bait that 53 to come up just a little bit so he can dive under him in 1 and 2. But the 53 is a lot smaller than that. 53 still controlling. 19 is going to get to his right wheel. 39 right in behind the 53, now battling for that second spot. And the 39 is still door-to-door with him. Hasn't moved up at all, hasn't moved back at all. Got some help from behind now from the 1 car of Keith Ayers, and that's going to push him clear. 1 car's going to get off the apron just a little bit, so it might take him an extra second or two to clear this 19. As the 39 is going to move up, that's going to give some draft to the 19 car. Right behind this 6 car group, right behind this 4 car group, I should say, there's another 2 cars. And here comes the 53, here comes the 19, here comes the 39, here comes the 18. 19 got in there way hot, 12 car wrecking in the back and coming down the pits. Let's see if the 19 got a penalty for that. 12 car's going to have to flip it on a Yui right there at the pit lane to be able to make his car come down, and there he's going to get it. Now, let's watch from the sky. You got the 53 in this box. Here goes the 2 getting into his box. 21 leaving his box. He pitted last lap. We'll watch just from the back bump of this 53. The 20 car pitted a lap or 2 laps sooner than these guys. There goes the 20. Here comes the 53, the 39, and yes, sirree. 19, too fast I'm doing. More like way fast I'm doing. 53 is going to get out of there with a big gap. They got into pit lane so much better than a lot of these guys, as they were right there with them, and now they're up there. Cars are getting pushed up the track. Cars are entering the track early in 1 and 2. That's going to slow down, I believe, the 42, but I believe he got up there high. I don't know who it was. It was 2 cars. I'll have to watch that one back. I got distracted while saying it. So the 20 cars should be your leader. And I'm gonna hope I'm not mistaken while saying that. So let's just watch back from the 20. You got the 19, 1 down. As he did speed.
53 is your leader.
53, so the 20 sped as well. Car, Jade Bolt leading this race. And he's pulling from that 4 car pack behind him. They're racing their butts off for that 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th spot. Gonna get it organized. Here comes the 42 with the 39 and the 1. They're gonna try to pull 39. Big move to the bottom underneath the 42. Can the 2 cars on the bottom, the 39 and the 1 clear? Not yet. But down this backstretch, they're gonna have a really good chance to. Yep, there goes the 39. He's gonna be able to clear his way up if he wanted to. But now, does he try to pull the 1 with him? And yes, he was. The 1's gonna get clear. 42's gonna drop in line. Behind that, you got a nice little 3 car pack. They're racing very hard in that 2nd little 3 car pack, though. So, I mean, there's a chance that they're gonna catch this front 3 car pack that's right behind the leader, but they gotta get organized like they just did right there. Now you got the 39 car, Jared Reese, trying to lead this 3 car pack of 2nd, 3rd, and 4th up to Mr. Jade Bull, your race leader right now. I mean, they're doing it, but they're also running that yellow line. That's just going to kill those tires even more. .39 just going to push around this whole track like it is Daytona or Talladega by that 1 car. Great driving by both of them. As they should be teasing the draft right now, just a little bit of that leader's call. And when they catch that draft, we will know because they will be coming quick, and I think they did. Because they closed up big time right there on 1 and 2. And here they come. They pulled away from the 42 call, so now it's the 53, 39, and 1. 3-call break right at the front. .39 trying to look under the 53. He's there. The 39 is there. 1 call. Keith Ayers trying to help his teammate. A little bit of contact there. That's going to get the 53 having to lift. And that's going to hurt this guy big time. One call, pushing the 39, trying to get to his outside. Let's try to find. Here we go. We got Keith Ayers' point of view. I like that camera. Right here. No, right here. 53 is going to clear for second now. 42 caught up to this pack now. Now he's in the draft and back in this battle for the stage. 37 running high, giving the leaders room. Now he's going to drop all the way down the apron and let them by. Great driving by the 37 call. Sempstead driving that car. Good on him. Good job. Now you got those 4 cars lined up and away from the field. 37 making his pit stop. 18 is actually slowly gaining on this front full. He might be there if we're looking at another pit stop, depending on different strategies that are going to get played. Moving to Johnny's POV. We're going to look back from his POV now. What a big black from the 39. Almost wrecked the 1. So I was about to say, what a move by the 1 car, because I don't know what he just did. I think he might have did an accident, but it got him there, and it got him there quick. Now the 42, he's just going to stay in line, you know. Just sitting there conserving those tires a little bit more than these guys right now, with having just the most draft at being at the tail end of this pack. So you can kind of lift and let that car roll a lot more and half throttle a lot more if you really wanted to. 53, 37 on the apron coming out of the pits. Straight up and almost hit the outside wall coming back onto the track there. That probably wouldn't have been good. 42 to the top now. He's going to drop back to 4th again. Just cruising in line with Keith Ayers. Keith Ayers cruising in line with the 53, 39. Way out of the gas right there. And you can hear it just in the audio from these cars. Just got way out of the throttle in the center of the corner. Could have got loose. Could have got the apron. It didn't look like he got the apron. So I'm going to assume he got loose and just... That's the safe way of doing it. Get out of the throttle. Let the car roll a bit more. 18 car making his pit stop as well as the car. that is in position number 6. So we'll see if they can end up getting hooked up coming out of the pits, depending. That would help them a lot more catch this front 4. 3 different lines being used. 39 bottom, 53 middle, 1 on the high side. It looks like a Tetris game. Here comes a 53 pitting. Now, with him pitting, this is probably going to force at least 1 or 2 of these guys that are in this top 3 to come. If not all of them. So what happens, 42 is falling off the pits. I would expect to see him come down the pits. 19 getting up to speed still. And here we go. Here comes the 39 at least. The 1 in the 42. All getting in there pretty safely. 42 wanted to throttle up a little more when he got down to the apron, but just nowhere to really go without spinning it to throttle up. So he had to get in there very cautiously. Now we're going to watch this to see where they come out compared to the 53. There goes the 18. He's getting a lap back, I believe. And here they come. 39, 42, 1, all at the same time, with the 2 behind them. And here comes J-Boy. He's at the start finish line right as they're being able to get that throttle back down. So this is going to be very close. And it's actually not going to be close at all. And there he goes. New leader. 53 called J-Boy. Now let's see how much of a gap he can pull. I mean, I know it's only 1 lap pressure tires, but 1 lap at a track like Lanta means a lot. 18 call with his short pit of 2 laps is gonna move his way up to P3 in this stage. He's actually gonna be right in between the 39 and the 1. So your 4 championship 4 guys from last season are 1, 2, 3, and 4 right now. Jade Bull hook on the yellow as well as the 39. 39's going to get it off the apron. That's going to slow them just a little bit, not too much. But it's definitely going to help this 53 call. Pull away just a little bit extra and make them have to push just a little bit extra hard to get to him. Well, at least get to that draft. That's the big thing. You don't have to get to him. You just have to get in that draft so you can get some good pulls on these long straightaways. As I like to call it, it is not Atlanta or Hatlanta, it is Airport Airstrip Atlanta. Because you got some long straightaways, you could launch a plane off of it. If you really wanted to. .53 run, just a little bit higher, saving just a little bit extra tires since he did end up in the lap earlier. Well, these other guys are just trying to hook that yellow as much as they can, and they're really just walking that car to the bottom so hard behind him. One car once again all over the back, doing what they did last time, all over that back bumper of the 39, just pushing them all the way around this track. Oh, big run from the 39. He just decided not to let the car push a little bit, let the car do what the car wanted to do, and now he's there. He's got the draft, he's got everything, and he's within a car length. To the bottom. It's not going to be there. Here he comes now. He's going to push the 53 just a little bit. Does he try to dive in under there? Yep, there he goes. He's not going to be there, though. One car's going to push up to about the 3rd groove. 39 once again into that left rear quarter panel of the 53 car of Jade Bull. Let's see if Jade Bull could do anything on the side. A little bit of door contact between the 39 and the 53. Same move he pulled at him last time by. So once again, your leader is going to be the 39 car of Jared Reese. With right behind him is going to be the teammates at Fatal going for it, and then Dash for Cash. He's right there in 4th, hanging on to this draft. One call once again pushing all over the back of the 39, trying to get under him. Not going to be able to. He's going to pull that same move he did last time. Just went a little bit higher right down the center of the triangle, which is going to actually not be able to make him be able to stay in that right rear quarter panel. 39 big out of the throttle there. It's going to check up the 1, the 53, and the 18 just a little bit. So now let's see if they can fight to get back to him. 18 now making the move to the bottom for P3 into the 53 of Jade Bull, and he's going to do it. And he's going to clear it. Here comes the 1. He's there. 18 now going back to the top. Nothing working up there. Want to call to the middle. He's... Ooh. My bad, excuse me. 39 now. Still controlling this field. Just containing the 1 and the 18 and the 53. The thing about this 39 car is he's leaving that entry open on the bottom, so if somebody can just get a good enough run down the straight and get down in there sooner than him, and get that nose in there at least, it's going to force him to have to stay a little bit higher. This is just nobody can get to that spot. 18 just going to push a little bit. There's 2-lap older tires in these front, actually 3 laps in these front two, and 1 lap older than the 53. Keith Ayers now dropping back to P3. Can he hang on to it, or is he going to lose that to his team owner? He's going to hang on to P3. And right now, you can just see that tile fall off between the 1 and the 39. Well, not the 1, though. They're the same cars. They're on the same track. If you look at them compared to the 39, 50, it's just clear that they do have a little bit more speed. 53, big dive. Gonna get by the 1 now for P3. 18 just cannot hang on the back of this 39 car with those older tires. Like I said, it's 2 laps. It doesn't seem like a lot, but a track like this, it's a lot because you can just see the 39 just inching away each lap. But each inch he pulls, less draft the guy behind gets. That time, though, the 1-2, the 18's going to get a big run with some help from the 53 pushing. Here comes 53 with a big, with not really a big run, but he's got some good draft up there on that back, through that back straight. So can he clear the 18 through this? 18's pushing tight. He's going to drift up the track. 1 call following the 18. 18 gets way loose on the front straightaway. Now 1 call back to P2. He's slide jabbing for P2. And he's going to push the 18 all the way up the track. There's a 3 wide in the middle to high side of the racetrack. This is what the 39 wants to see. Is he's just gone. 42 now. Big move. He got Fatal lined up. 47 reckon, 53 reckon, that's the end of the stage. 18 to the outside wall, 53's reckon another caution. What a job.
39, 53, 1, 18, 42.
Top 5 is respected after that first round of pit stops. Well, this will be an interesting final stage. Now the biggest question is, how many laps do we get in this final stage? Ooh, breaking my controller. 18 lead, or 39 leading into green. 53 in P2, just not enough room to get down there. 18 gonna get in there. He's gonna get to P2 now. Take a deep breath and let it go. Claw through the grass, that's the 42. Nine controlling the field still with the 18, then the 20, then the 1, then the 19, then the 9, then the 51, then the 53, 2, 47, and 21. 42 right there behind that. You got cars on pit lane, looking like their night's over. That's going to be the Boog. He plays in the 12 car. He was having a great run too. Sad to see that happen. Engine expired on him. And Sam still lost the fuel line in the car. Just that's a tough night right there for those two drivers. So 12 cars still remain on this track. And we will see what they can do. '19 out, pushing all over the back of the 39. Oh, he's been aggressive all night. We've seen it all with his teammates, and there's a very aggressive move that he's going to make work underneath the 39 car of Jared Reese. And he's going to pull his way out front to the lead. 9 car now in P2, trying to clear the 39. No. 9 car still trying to get clear of the 39, the P2. Then you got the 1, the 53, and the 20. You have to remember, folks, you got that the 9, the 9, the 39, and the 20 were working great at the end of Daytona last week, so maybe they have a little mini alliance type thing just between those 3 drivers. Jade Bo up to P3. '53 now trying to get to P2. Could have had a chance to look, but not worth the risk, as we've seen how bad the top is right now, middle top. Ooh. 53 now. All up over. '53 tried to look under the 19, just a little bit of a ladle block there. Look at the 15 in the back of him. 39, big run outside with help from the 9 and the 1. As the 39 is going to be able to drop down, he's going to hesitate and not do it now. '19 still has control. The double file behind him all the way back to 4-6 to about 6. Well, not to be 7th because the leader's by himself, but lots of good battles happening in this front pack of 9 cars. 9 cars, yeah. And then you got 10th and 11th just trying to close in at the back of this pack. That is the 42 and the 18. '39 call P2, 53 P3, 51 making a charge now. He's up front. It was the 42 last stage, and now it's the 51 this stage. '19 big lift right there through the corner. 39's going to try to peek under with help from the 53. Can they stay there, though? 19's just blocking him. And he's blocking him down to the apron. 19 car now pushed up the track. '19 big drive. He just almost tried to cut his nose. He did a little bit actually, but not too bad. '39 now once again getting in there very deep. Hooking that bottom very nicely. Trying to clear. 19 once again tries to pinch. Here comes the 53 now, another 19. 19's trying to pinch again, not gonna be able to. That time he's gonna squeeze though, right down there, in line in P2. Here comes the 51 to the bottom, trying to get some help. Nobody's gonna be down there with him though, as he's running up a lane and a half. 3 cars pitting, wrecking in the back. As they were pitting, that's the 9, that's the 51, that's the 20 in that. 1 car, 51, both on pit lane from spinning down it. Well, that's going to work out for them. Those two, they'll be able to get to the front of the pack if everybody pits. But besides that, big damage for the 21. You got damage, a little bit more damage on the grill for the 9. 20 car, just rack them up, stack them up, go throw it in a demolition door because that thing is messed up. Nine and the 51 and the 1 just got in the right as the caution. Right before the caution came out, they were trying to pit and then somebody just drove into the back of them as they were down on the apron. 2 cars also involved in that incident, 18. Lots of damaged race cars right there. And once again, like I said, that works out for the 1 and the 51 as they're going to be your leaders. 51 leader, 1 car second, 39 third, and Jade Bull in P4. 3 fatal cars, top 4. Here comes the 19 now, big run outside, just does not get going on these restarts. 39, big move underneath the 51. 19 tried to peek under the 39 right there. But nothing going. 2 through the grass. 18 into the outside wall. .39 clears for the lead. .19 in P2. Laps to go, question mark. .39 still in control. 19 in second. One car looking to the inside of the 19 now. One car off the apron into the 19. That's going to stack up the bottom. And actually help the 19 on the top, even though he got hit. .39 car, Jared Reese pulling. 51 car, A-Nat 20, lagging. One car, clear. 9 car now following the 1. 51 into the outside wall. 19 now, big run off the top. 19 clearing for P2. 19 driving in deep. .51 car still lagging. 19 trying to look high for the lead. Down the front stretch. One car in line behind him. .19 into the back bump with the 39. J-Bull falling back on that outside lane. Just nothing working up there right now.